It's a beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of Accounting and Business with me, Shadwick. I'm going to be joined soon by Stephanie. Stephanie is going to be a bit late by about 15 minutes. That's the information I've received. So, guys, thank you very much for coming through. Let's get into today's episode of Accounting and Business right here on Man FM Radio 93.7 FM, and of course, right on my Facebook platform, Shadwick Chartered Accountant. I must tell you, people, that it's been a while since I did a live video. Partly because I was a bit engaged in the previous 3 weeks. We received a lot of calls from you and messages asking us to bounce back, and I want to apologize, people, for being away for that long. Okay, it was a very busy week. Let's just face it. It's been some very busy 3 weeks. So I want to say thank you for joining me. Please give me some comment if you can hear me as we get started looking at this great session. Give me some comment. Are you able to hear me? All right. That's the comment I want. Tell me if you can hear me, and also tell me where you are watching me from. All right. So thank you for coming through. I want to know how many can hear me and where you're watching me from. That would be pretty fantastic and very helpful for us to know. So I want us to get into a topic that speaks to a lot of us, a topic that is dear to many of us, a topic that's going to help us to see that there's another way that we can make our lives better financially. So I'm going to be your financial friend throughout this session, and I'll be taking in questions and, of course, contributions. Okay. So I'm going to share 5 steps with you. And just to shout out to our ever-loving audience, it's good to see that Gladys has joined. Gladys says loud and clear. Good, Gladys, good to have you. Albert says, I can hear loud and clear from Ghana. Fantastic. Ghana, how is Ghana? That's so nice to hear. It's really fantastic to know that we have people from Ghana, joining us. I'm so happy to know that. All right, fantastic. Ghana is a beautiful West African country, and we are so happy to have you here. Okay, fantastic. We have Joseph. Joseph says clearly audible Ndola. Fantastic, Ndola. How is Ndola? And we have Brian. Brian Mlenga says, watching from the Central African Republic. I'm so happy to have you, Brian. Thank you very much. So we have Ghana, Central African Republic. Isn't that fantastic? See how beautiful technology is. It is becoming a global, village as time passes by. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. And please share this video. Share this video with those who care about. Tag somebody and let them be a part of this great conversation. Okay, fantastic. So we get into the bits and the pieces of the steps that we can take, all right, to grow financially, but also to manage our finances better. I want to tell you 5 things, and I'll be happy to receive 5 things from you as well. Yes, Nandi, of course, it's good to have you. Says watching you from, Bamenda, Cameroon. Hi, fantastic. That's great. I'm so happy to know that. And then we have Laden. Laden says so clear and loud. You guys are awesome. You've made me so happy this morning. The feedback is amazing. I'm so happy to be here. All right, fantastic. So let's get into the bits and pieces. Of course, we have Shining, Shiningira, who says, watching us from Zimbabwe. Fantastic, Shingira. Is it Shanghai? I should say Shanghai. Is that all right? Fantastic. And of course, Mary Lungu. This one is from Chipata, people. How do I know that? So guys, thank you so very much for joining me this morning. So I want to start by telling you the first step to financial greatness and financial growth. And this is a step that I think has proven to be useful. It has worked in my life, and I really hope that it also works in your lives as well, people. Okay. So let's get into the business. Let's get into the business. Step number 1 to better financial management. And I want you to appreciate the background to this topic. The reason why we bring financial management to you is because even if we gave you so much money, You will not succeed if you don't know how to manage the money. There is a relationship that exists between money and those who manage it. The inability to manage money is catastrophic. So you cannot grow financially if you're the type of a person that cannot manage your finances properly. Please share this video. I like the vibe you're giving me. Share this video. So for you to be able to see great results in your life, it's extremely important that you understand that managing money is really crucial on this journey. So, of all the things you can do to manage your finances properly, I want to tell you the first one. The first one you need to understand is awareness. Please give me some comments. Somebody say awareness. Step number one to better financial management and growth is awareness. Somebody give me a comment and tell me awareness. Say step number one, awareness. I want to see those comments coming. So then we explain what awareness means. What is awareness? Awareness is the state of knowing what is going on in your life. Those reactions, keep them coming through, people. Keep the reaction, keep the sharing going. Awareness is the state of knowing what is happening in your financial life. So the question I have for you is that, are you aware of your financial life right now? Now, when we talk about awareness, we mean awareness is very important for anybody who wants to manage their finances properly. First of all, be aware of your sources of finances. Be aware of your reductions of your finances. What reduces your money? What gives you money? All right. It's very important to be aware of these two things. If you're going to be a proper financial manager, where will the money going to come from? That's number one. Number two is, where will the money go if it comes? So awareness is fundamental, because what awareness is going to do is going to give you direction. Direction is what's going to determine your destination. So 5 years from now, you will arrive somewhere. But the question is where? Well, that destination you're going to arrive at 5 years from now financially is going to be as a result of the direction you set today. So if you are going to be a better financial manager and grow your finances, the first thing you need to understand, you have to be aware of your financial situation. Are you broke right now? If you are broke, my friend, it's okay to be broke. No problem. All of us become broke once in a while. It's okay. All right. Number two, are you aware of your sources of finance? Is it that do you just have a job? Is it only the job that you have? If you have a job, not a problem. But do you think you can expand your sources? Are you aware of your suckers, the kickers, the things that suck you of your financial progress, the things that reduce your finances? Do you know those things? So when you're at the point of awareness, the most important thing to do is to name every dollar, number your coins. If you are going to receive, because now I want you to follow this course. Tell me, guys, if it makes sense to you. Once you become aware of a situation, you know that you are broke. You know what that does? It gives you the leverage. It gives you the power to do something about it, because you know you are broke. All right? And once you know you are broke, ask yourself, why am I broke? Some people say, I am broke because I have no job. My brother, even me, I have no job. I don't have a job, just so you know. And there are so many people who have no jobs and they're not broke. Okay? Some say, I am broke because I have no capital. My brother, when I started my business, I never had the capital. And there are so many people worldwide who have grown businesses from this with capitals. Okay? So let's remove that out of the picture. So the question is awareness. Once you become aware, it gives you an advantage, because you can begin to come up with solutions of how to get out of this predicament. So financial management and growth cannot exist without, first of all, being aware of your financial situation. Awareness should give you a good measure of acceptance. To accept that, yes, I am broke today is not a crime. But what am I going to do better tomorrow? That's what awareness does. Okay? It makes you know that you are broke, and if anything happens, you are in trouble, my friend. You won't pay your medical bills, you won't pay your rentals, you won't enjoy the life you're supposed to be able to enjoy because you are broke. So what can you do to improve? Then you begin to work on those things. That's awareness. Be aware. So once you become aware of all those things. Then say, these are my sources. These are my kickers, the reductions of my finances. It could be members of the opposite sex, girls, men, relatives, and unnecessary responsibilities. All those things that make you spend the money, list them down, write them down. Okay, I spend money on border betting. I spend money on spending on girlfriends. I spend money on food. I spend so much money on my relatives. I spend so much money on this. Then say, how can I cut down on these kickers, these reductors, these things that make me look like a morgant even though I'm working so hard? Step number one. That's very important. All right. So awareness helps you identify where your money is going. It's very, very important you know that. So that's number one. Now, once you become aware, all right, what should you do? Step number two, set the tone. Somebody give me a comment, set the tone. Set the tone. Set the proper tone. All right. Step number two, set the tone. Now, there's a tone that people set financially that makes them broke, that makes them fail to manage the finances. And the tone is the lifestyle. What tone do you show out there? Because the tone you give out to the public has a bearing on the way you're going to be living your life. If your tone is as somebody who's happening, that subconscious will be forcing you to spend money you're not supposed to be spending because you have a terrible tone financially. Okay, you are the Mr. Show it off. Show it off. Okay, you are buying expensive things. You have a terrible tone. Set a proper tone financially. All right, you are not yet rich. Accept that. You are not rich for now, all right? And you don't have a lot of money to be dishing out to the public for now. Accept that. So set the proper tone. Why is that important? That's important because it's going to help you to avoid unnecessary spendings, all right? But also to help you to avoid unnecessary responsibilities. Once people see that you have a terrible tone, they will believe you. They will think you have a lot of money. They'll begin to call you to tell their problems. They'll begin to come to your house. They'll begin to do everything they can to make sure they suck you out of your little money. And because you have a poor tone, you're going to dish out the money. So first, step number two is setting a proper tone financially. You have to understand the difference between managing and affording. Now, let me explain what this means to you. Let's say this. Let's say a person who gets paid who makes 100,000 kwacha. Right? What could be the tone? That guy can manage to buy a car because he makes 100,000 kwacha. All right. So if you have 100,000 kwacha right now, you can manage to get yourself a car. You can manage. What's the difference between affording? Affording means if that car breaks down, will you take it for service? If that car breaks down, all right, will you be able to pay the mechanic? Will you be able to buy fuel every single day for 30 days? Will you be able to buy the new spare parts, the tires and everything? That's where affording comes in. So you have to know the difference. Set a proper tone. Are you in a place of managing or in a place of affording? Affording means the moment your car breaks down, you can go and buy the entire suspension and change it without any stress because you can afford. You don't feel any difference in your lifestyle. You can spend 10,000 kwacha, no problem. That's affording. Managing is where when you service your car, you remain completely dry. You have nothing. That means you're just managing. You can't afford. So set a proper tone. Only do things you can afford financially for now. Avoid doing things you can manage. Yes, when you have 100,000 kwacha, that's good money. You can manage to buy a car. Yes. You can manage to go and buy land. Yes. You can manage to go and sponsor these people to go to colleges. Yes. The question is, can you afford? Afford as a touch of long term. In the long term, will you be able to do this without stress? You have 100,000 kwacha. You can manage to buy land. Yes. But can you afford to build on that land? Can you afford to buy all the building materials without any stress, without any change in lifestyle? Can you do that? You can manage to go out and drink yourself out, eat whatever it is, sleep in whatever it is. The question is, can you afford in the long term to do that? So set a proper tone. You can manage to keep 5 people at your house for now. The question is, can you afford in the long run? So set the proper tone. Setting a proper tone means being able to distinguish between direct responsibilities financially and indirect responsibilities. So cut down on some responsibilities that are not serving you the purpose. Cut them down. All right. It's very important. A lot of us are taking up responsibility we shouldn't be taking up. Do you know why? Because we have set a wrong tone. Our family members think we have the money, they think we are comfortable. So what do? Whenever there's a problem, we are the first people they call because we have given them a wrong tone, a wrong impression of ourselves. So do not inflate your financial status to your family members and to your friends because that will cost you more money than you are trying to show. Let me repeat that. Do not inflate your financial tone to your relatives, family members, and your friends because that will cost you more money than you are spending trying to show it off. So set the proper tone, okay? Silence is golden. Keeping quiet when you have money is a good way of managing your money because the moment you begin to scream out that you have some coins, goats and cows will begin to come and chew those tones, those coins. So set a proper tone. Setting a proper tone also requires that you have some good measure of responsibility, thinking about the future. So that's step number 3. Step number 3 is be futuristic. Somebody give me a comment, say be futuristic. So number 1 is awareness. Number 2, set a proper tone. Number 3 is be futuristic. Now, I'm going to tell you this very good example here. The difference between the poor people, all right, and the people that are going to be successful. Those who are going to be poor and those who are going to be successful, here's the example I'm going to give you. Here's the difference. When I say be futuristic, give me a comment. I want to see the comment say be futuristic. There are lots of you watching this live. Please share the video. Thank you so much for the support. I'm so grateful. There are lots of you guys. I'm so grateful that you are here and you're enjoying the conversation. Thank you very much. Please keep sharing the video. Tag those who care about. Now, give me the comment. Step number 3, be futuristic. Be futuristic. So now, here's the way you can manage your money by being futuristic. What does a futuristic person does? The word futuristic means thinking more of tomorrow than you think of today. Now, when a broke person is given money today, you know what they're going to do? The first thing they'll think of is, what can I buy? That's number 1 on their mind. What can I buy? They'll either go and get for themselves a iPhone, all right, some nice shirt, nice jacket, nice tie, nice everything. They will look pretty expensive. They may scare you. If you go to an event, poor people dress so well. There's nothing wrong with that. But here's the problem. They are not futuristic. They live in the tyranny of now. The tyranny of now is a place where you have an improper tone financially, where you show people that you have the coins. So when a broke person is given money, no matter how much money you give them, they cannot succeed if you don't teach them how to manage that money because they are not futuristic. They think about today, what can make me happy today? They'll go to the movies, they will take their girlfriend out or their boyfriend out, they'll go and buy some fancy car. They will do things that are appealing for now. They don't think about tomorrow. What those who are going to succeed do, they are futuristic. When they are given the money, the first question they have is, how can I get this money and put it into the money maternate word so that it can give birth to more money? The moment you learn how to put the money into the money maternate word so that money can give birth to more money, then you are thinking futuristic. So if you are expecting your salary this month, and my challenge is be futuristic. Say, how can I multiply this salary? How can I get this salary and put into the money maternate word so that it can give birth to more money? Here's an example. If I'm expecting to receive a 10,000 kwacha, on my mind, I'm saying, how can I make it 15? So before the money comes, I'm futuristic. I'm thinking about how can I make 15 so that I can invest into that business. How can I make it 20 so that I can go and invest into that venture? How can I make it 45 so I can go and put into that venture? So I'm futuristic. Now, there's something spiritual about being futuristic. And that's what the Bible says. Can you use your third eye in here? Can you visualize? The moment you are operating at that wavelength, where you are visualizing what's going to happen, where you're thinking more of the future, subconsciously your brain connects you to the world of possibilities. Suddenly you begin to see a lot of opportunities to multiply the money. Suddenly you begin to see people who are willing to work with you. Suddenly you begin to connect yourself to people who are meaningful. All right? Do you know why? Because we are futuristic. The moment you become futuristic, your brain opens up a different wavelength. You begin to operate that higher level where people begin to say, you know what, you don't pick our cause. They think you have a problem. No, you don't have a problem. You are just futuristic. You are so focused that you no longer care about these people who are trying to complain about you. So they begin to feel, because they still you are going somewhere, they become scared. No, because they are scared, they say you've changed. You've changed. You don't pick our cause. No, your brain has connected to a wavelength that they cannot recognize, that they cannot understand. So they are thinking you are changing. They are thinking you're becoming a problem. You no longer care. No, you care. It's only that they are not suitable for your next phase in life. They're not bad people. It's okay. Let them talk. Let them complain. Don't blame them. Your brain is connecting you to a different kind of reality. The reality that only exists in your mind, so much so that you are convinced it's going to blossom into reality. And that's what I call people, that the futuristic mindset has a different wavelength. And once that clicks in, it becomes automatic. Even when you go to bed, you dream tomorrow. Before you go to sleep, you think about what am I going to do better tomorrow to improve myself. Futuristic. When my salary comes, how am I going to multiply it? So you no longer think about showing off to people. You no longer think about buying those fancy suits, fancy cars. No. You think about how can I invest it? How can I multiply it? How can I make it better so that I can become comfortable when I'm 40 years old? The broke mindset is about today. They go and buy a Mercedes Benz. Now, let me tell you something. Most people who drive Mercedes Benz don't even like that car, but they like what people who see them in that car think of them. Let me repeat that. Most people who go and spend so much money buying Mercedes Benz don't even like that car. They like what other people think of them when they see them driving that car. Those are not futuristic people. But let me say this is not to mean that all people with Mercedes Benz are like that. No, there are those who can afford to buy even is 20 Mercedes Benz, 20 BMWs. There are those who can afford, but there are most of those people who are driving them can't even afford them. But they are doing that because of the feeling they get from those who look at them. So that's not being futuristic. That's step number 3. Be futuristic. Step number 4, you may not like it. Step number 4, you may not like it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Be selfish. Somebody give me a comment, say be selfish. And now, this is not being selfish in a bad way. There are those stingy morons. People who are just selfish and necessarily, no, I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about be selfish. All right? Somebody give me a comment, say be selfish. What does that mean? Please share this video, people. Share the video. Give me some feedback. I need some motivation, people. Thank you very much. I see that. Fantastic. Step number 4, be selfish. Yes, Victoria, I see those comments. Keep them coming. I want to see more comments come through. Be selfish. Be selfish. Give me that comment. Be selfish. Now, when I say be selfish, I'm not saying it in a bad way. Fantastic. Keep them coming. Be selfish. Be selfish. Let's see those comments come through. Please keep them coming. I want to see a good number of them say, be selfish. Be selfish. What does that even mean to be selfish? Be selfish. Yes, Brian. Fantastic. Guys, if you are on this live, I want you to participate. Give me a comment. Say, be selfish. Be selfish. Be selfish. Yes. Bring them on. Yes. Be selfish. Yes, Joseph. Fantastic. Banda Gordon, fantastic. Bring it on. Janet, yes, bring it on. Be selfish. Great. I like that. Bernard, fantastic. Bring it on. Trufia, yes, bring it on. Be selfish. Great. Wilson, fantastic. Be selfish. Bring it on. Be selfish, people. But not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Be selfish. Not in a bad way. I'm talking about a smart kind of selfish, okay? Between disappointing you and other people, choose disappointing other people. If it comes to finances. Do you know why? Because they will do the same for themselves. They will think of themselves first before they can think of you. And I'm going to tell you what. Nobody's going to make the time stop ticking their life so that they can save your interest. You have to accept that human beings are like that. They will always choose themselves. So between choosing you and someone else, my advice is choose yourself. Be a smart, selfish person. If the deal does not benefit you, walk away. Don't do it to benefit other people so that you can look good. If the deal does not benefit you, walk away immediately. Do not enter into a deal which does not serve your interest. A deal that never serves your interest, there's nothing good about it because you are losing money. Other people are benefiting out of your kindness. If somebody comes to you, they want to suck you. There are those people who are always sucking you of your finances. Tell them no. Okay? Be okay saying no. Do you know why? It is not your fault that people have problems financially. So do not become the national hero. The truth is, the Bible says you will always have the poor among you. That does not mean you can't help people. You can help people, but try and be a selfish person in a smart way, where you don't spend the money trying to sort out other people's problems, because those are not your problems. It's a Bible principle, people. It says a man who cannot provide for his own, especially members of his own household, is worse than a man without faith, which means, first of all, can you remove the chip out of your eye before you can remove into mine? That's being smart. It's not being that bad kind of selfishness. Being, okay, fine, if I get this money and then I do this with it, what is my benefit? If it's not benefiting you, be selfish. Don't spend it. Keep it to yourself, because to benefit someone else, not you. So, rule number one of investment, of financial management, is never to lose money. So if you're going to get money out of your bank account, why? What's your benefit? Tell me, people, that makes sense to you. Be selfish for yourself, all right? So that if you're going to spend the money, it must be for your personal benefit. This does not mean you can't help people. That's a different story. You can help people all you want. Nobody cares about that. But I'm talking about if you're going to get into a business venture, be selfish. Think of yourself first. Think of your interests first. That's why we even partner. When you partner with somebody, I'm thinking about what's my benefit in this partnership. If it's not benefiting me, it's not worth it. Someone give me a comment. If it's not benefiting me, it's not worth it. Give me a comment. I want to see that comment. If it's not benefiting me, it's not worth it. I'm not going to go into a business venture that never benefits me, benefits someone else more than it benefits me. No. Think of yourself first. Okay? Be selfish for your future. Because if you become careless today, spending money unnecessarily, the people you are giving out this money, 5 years from now, they'll be comfortable. Your children and yourself will be destitute. You'll be so sad. They'll be looking at you and they'll laugh at you. Do you know why? Because you are kind. There's nothing wrong about being kind, but don't try and be the national hero. Yes, so bring this comment. If it's not benefiting me, it's not worth it. A business investment is like a love relationship. It's an issue of give and take. Give and take. In this relationship, what am I getting out of this relationship? Am I the one who's just giving you out? What's my benefit? That's how you should look at your business. Be selfish. If there's no benefit for you, don't invest in it. There's no benefit for you, it's not worth, don't spend on it. Only spend on ventures that benefit you. Because it's okay to think of yourself. Do you know why 5 years from now your kids would have grown? They need to go to school. We need to pay bills. We need to retire. So now, how will you survive if you become a Father Christmas? You're just spending on people who never remember you. So if it's not benefiting you, it's not worth it. Give me that comment, people. If it's not benefiting me, yes, it's not worth it. It's okay to think of yourself first. It's okay. It's not a sin, people. Okay? This is not the kind of bad selfishness. This is where I'm saying, if I'm going to invest, put money into this, what's my benefit? I don't want to spend money because you're saying I'm a nice person. No, I don't care about being a nice person. I care whether or not my family 5 years from now look at me and say, hey, dad, hey, my husband, hey, my wife, hey, my brother, hey, my son, you did a good job. Will they look at me and say that? If they won't look at me and say that, I'm not going to do it for you, baby. I'm not going to do it for you. Go your way, think what you want to think, but I'm not going to spend my money on you. If it's not benefiting me, it's not worth it. You will not practice entrepreneurship skills on me, on my bank account. You will not do that. You will not do that. So it's very important that you understand that it's okay to think of yourself. People who spend money unnecessarily, who fail to manage it, are those who don't think of themselves first because they want to show off. It's okay to say, no, I don't have. I can't spend on this for now because there's no benefit for me. If it's not benefiting me, it's not worth it. It's very important. That's extremely, extremely important. And then the step number 5, I want you to think about people. Apart from being selfish, and let's just make a proper context to this one. We're not that kind of bad selfish, no. We're talking about being selfish in a logical way, where I say, I'm going to hold on to my money up until such a time when it's going to benefit me. I will not lose money trying to impress people. I will not make emotional investments. I will not try and sort out people's problems because it's not my fault that people have problems. And it's not my responsibility to sort out everyone else's problem. No. I have a moral obligation to improve my life and my family's life. All right. And if I can help someone else, I will do it happily. But where it comes to making investments, I'm going to be selfish. I'm not going to put money where it benefits me the most. Period. So between disappointing yourself and other people, choose other people. Do you know why? Because they will do the same. They will not choose to disappoint themselves for you. They will choose themselves. So choose yourself and don't be apologetic about it. That's very important. Now, step number 5 is by far one of the most important things you should be able to know. And somebody please give me this step number 5. Build emotional resilience. Somebody give me a comment. Please, this is very important. Somebody give me a comment and say, build emotional resilience. I want to see that comment coming through. Say, build emotional resilience. Step number 5, build emotional resilience. People, if you are on this live and you are really serious about growing your finances and managing it well, I need that comment coming through now. Build emotional resilience. You guys are so kind. You are so kind. I'm so happy and grateful for the support you're giving me right now. Yes, Edpa, I'm so grateful. Build emotional resilience. Fantastic. That's great, Edpa. Great. I need more comments. Of course, Prudential says build emotional resilience. Fantastic. Fantastic. Wilson says again, build emotional resilience. This is by far the most important trait for those who are going to grow financially, those who will not grow financially. It is one of the most important. Building emotional resilience. Mary Kay says, yes, build emotional resilience. Bernard, fantastic. Everyone else, please keep coming through. Let those comments come. Throw them down there. Patricia, build emotional resilience. Kundam Sonda. I'm so happy to always see Kundam Sonda on this platform. You are such an amazing member of this platform. Build emotional resilience. Fantastic. I want to see those names. Joseph Mlenga says it. Yes. Build emotional resilience. Build emotional resilience. Tirenji, yes, fantastic, Lisa. AK Nyambe, great, fantastic. Build emotional resilience. I want to see that comment keep on coming. Building emotional resilience. Guys, let me explain what this means. What does resilience mean? The word resilience means coming back stronger. Okay? Coming back stronger. Now, why is that important? Why is that important? Why is coming back stronger so important that we have to discuss it when you're trying to build yourself financially? Resilience means you have to accept the fact that you are a human being. And because you're a human being, there will be times where you will do everything possible and still life will not give you a happy ending. I want to repeat that. There will be times where you do everything possible. You follow all the rules. You avoid all the pitfalls. You do everything you can to make it right, to make it work, but still life will not give you a happy ending. It is in that moment that you're going to distinguish between those who succeed and those who will not. Those who will not succeed, what do they do? When they fail, they make that huge loss that just shakes their life. It breaks their bank account. They are going to stay down and they'll never come up. Those who have emotional resilience will recognize that human beings fail at things. Failure is not fatal. Failure is not final. You only lose when you give up. So emotional resilience means today I may be broke. Yes, I made some terrible mistake financially. Yes, I failed. Yes, I made losses. Yes, I didn't have a plan. I had no direction. I was such a morgant. I was careless. I misused the money. I made terrible mistakes. Or maybe I did everything that I could to make it work, but life never gave me a happy ending. I still failed. Should I stay down or should I bounce back stronger? So emotional resilience will help you to bounce back stronger. 17 times stronger than you were yesterday because you realize that human beings fail at things. People who have emotional resilience, they understand the importance of always bouncing back stronger. They look for ways of doing it better next time. When they fail, they don't blame other people. They ask this question: what did I do to contribute to this fatal failure? And how can I do it better next time? What can I do it better next time? Stefan, thank you so much to have you guys. Stefan is the co-host, and for some reason we're having some technical problems. She'll be able to join us, but I'm so happy she's watching us on the other side. Stefan, thanks so much to have you here. So, guys, that's what we call emotional resilience: the ability to embrace failure, the ability to bounce back stronger, to be able to walk tall, all right, with your head up and say, you know what, I failed, but I'm not stupid. Yes, I messed up, but I'm not stupid. I know I have weaknesses, but I could be better. I can improve. It is the mindset of improvement, always wanting to outperform yourself, not other people. Forget the competition. Forget other people. All right. You want to grow here. You have to build emotional resilience. When you make a terrible financial decision, which will happen, that's a guarantee. I am a qualified chartered accountant, certified financial analyst, but from time to time, I make losses. There are times I've made terrible financial decisions. I'm saying, what went wrong? I did everything by the book. I did everything right, but still I failed. Do I blame people? No. Do I stay down? No. I still find a way of bouncing back stronger than before. So emotional resilience means if you mess up, do not be overly disappointed at yourself. Do not look down upon yourself. Do not think you're not good enough. Do not envy others. Do not uphold unnecessary competition. Accept that you're a human being, and as long as you're alive, you will mess up again even bigger than you did yesterday. The question is, will you bounce back stronger? Will you find comfort in knowing that there's still tomorrow? There's still next week. There's still next month. There's still 2024, my friend. It's going to come. Will you bounce back stronger when you fail? Because if you don't have emotional resilience, you'll be making emotional decisions. Emotional decisions will lead to terrible financial decisions. Will you bounce back strong? Somebody give me a comment, and I want you to read this with me, okay? I'm going to read something I wrote for you guys, and I want you to read this with me. I want you to read this with me, okay? This is speaking to emotional resilience. I want you to be able to read this with me so that we can help each other to build emotional resilience. I'm going to read something for you that I wrote, and I really want you to repeat after me. I want you to give me those comments, all right? I want somebody to give me those comments and pick a line from the things I'm going to say, all right? So that we can be able to work together. I want you to be able to look at that and pick a line and repeat after me in the comment section, because it's very, very important in our quest for building emotional resilience. Okay. So here is what I want us to read together. And this is very, very important, people. Okay. Let me do this. Let me bring this one up as a screenshot, I think. What helps us to build emotional resilience is thanking God that we are alive, that He gives us an opportunity. And I'm going to read two pieces of statements I wrote for you. One of them says this, okay? It's something I say every morning when I wake up, and I hope that you write it down, and I'll read it for you. Please write this down. Can you come and repeat the video? Write it down, and it says, "Loving Father, thank you so much for this new and beautiful day." This is what I say every morning when I wake up. And I say, "Thank you for giving me life and a chance to become better. May your name be glorified. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for your unconditional kindness. Even though I have fallen short of your glory many times than I can count, thank you for always giving me a chance to do it better. Please teach me to be grateful for the things I have. Yes, please teach me to be patient as I wait for the desires of my heart. May I never doubt your hand in my life, and may I please be reminded of your unconditional love, even when things are hard, because you can never fail me despite my shortcomings. Yes, my terrible, terrible weaknesses. From the deepest parts of my heart, I please seek your forgiveness for the many times I have failed to live up to your standards. Thank you for being my pillar of strength, father, and friend. That's my message, people. I wrote this down and I read it every morning because I recognize that emotional resilience cannot exist if you're not grateful for things that you have in your life. What makes you bounce back stronger is seeing the other side of things. You know what? Yes, I have failed, but I'm alive. Yes, I have failed, but I'm alive. I have a chance to make it better. What can I do to make it better? Never look down upon yourself. That's a terrible kind of attitude. Remember, direction determines destination. So once you set emotional resilience in motion, it's going to give you some good direction in your life. So managing money does not need books, a lot of books. Of course, there are books about financial management, but it's important if you read books, if you don't develop traits that help you to become a better person financially, it's going to be difficult. Emotional resilience should teach you to be disciplined with your finances. Very important. So that's one thing I wanted to read for you that I wrote that should be able to give you some good measure, you know what, of comfort. So as I leave you, I leave with my final statement of the day. And this is what I read two things every single day. And this is my final statement for you. Tell me what to think. Okay. Tell me in the comment. The other one says, the reason why I include Heavenly Father is because I recognize that without God, it becomes difficult to achieve things. Sometimes, when your things don't work in your life, please remember there's God. Pray. All right. You will not grow in isolation from your Creator. It's very important. So now here's another statement I would like you to read. I would like you to understand. And I wrote this one to come and share with you. And I'm going to read it for you again. And it says, Heavenly Father, many times I feel like giving up. Please follow me very closely. This is what I read every single day. Heavenly Father, many times I feel like giving up. I wonder why my struggles never seem to go away, even when I work so hard. My trust is in you. Please help me lift this heavy burden. I recognize I am cognizant of the fact that I cannot command you because you are far superior than I am, and you deserve all the glory and the honor and the worship. I, however, find solace in knowing that you are God who answers prayers. I please seek your intervention in my life. Please help me to keep the faith and to keep trusting that you will never fail me, no matter how long it takes. I look up to you for my breakthrough in this wicked world. Please give me the strength to keep going. I will keep working hard. Yes, I will keep giving you something to bless because on my own, I can never accomplish anything. Yes, my complete trust is in you. Please, Father, help me. That's my statements for the day. I read those two statements. Do you know why? Because I recognize that many times in life, be financially, spiritually, or socially, we may mess up and failure may bring us down. But the question is, will we bounce back stronger? You are broke, some of you, because you made terrible decisions. But you're still blaming yourself for something you did 5 years ago, last year, last week, last month. You're still blaming yourself. You think you're not worthy of better. Move on, suck it up and move on. You mess up. You are not perfect. It's okay. What's not okay is to keep complaining about spilled milk. Bounce back stronger. Build emotional resilience. So, those are the 5 things we have discussed this particular morning. All right? 5 things we have discussed this particular morning of how you can become a better financial manager. And I'm so grateful for your support and for your, for your sharing and for those contributions. You guys are amazing. I'm so happy that I have a listening audience like yourselves, people who are thirsty for knowledge. Let's grow together, people. Let's build this momentum as we enter towards the end of this year. We can still make it better. So thank you very much for joining me this morning. Give me your biggest takeaways. Let me read a few comments in the remaining 4 minutes. Let me read a few comments. Tell me your biggest takeaway. What are you going home with? Bernard says, power of information. Thank you so much, Bernard. I'm so happy to have you here. All right. Albert says, awesome. Thank you, Albert. Give me your takeaway. Of course, Kunda brings back the the affirmations I read in the morning. Thank you very much, Kunda, for that. So, guys, give me your takeaways. Do you have any question for me? I have 5 minutes before I have 4 minutes before I say goodbye. So I'm gonna use these remaining 4 minutes to answer a few questions and of course to a few contributions. So what is your takeaway? Patricia says our takeaway is building emotional resilience. That's very important. You're gonna fail, people. Human beings fail at things. Learn from your failure, get the blessing of the lesson, and bounce back stronger than you were yesterday. Right? If you want to join our financial group, our WhatsApp group for financial freedom insights, please go to our Facebook page, Shadrick Chartered Accountant. We have put a link in a few posts which can bring you to our Facebook, to our WhatsApp group, where we're going to be sharing a lot of financial insights. All right. So if you want to learn more, follow our page, stay tuned, turn on the notification bell. Every time we go live, you should come and learn more. So what is your take home? I'm reading comments now, of course. So Mushisco Heavenly Daniel says, take away, always trust God for building an emotional resilience. Fantastic. Patricia says, my takeaway is build emotional resilience. Joseph says, thank you. Sammy says, the fact that you are able to acknowledge God for all your achievement is great takeaway from me. Oh, thank you so very much, Sammy. That's very inspiring. Of course, Brian Mlenga says, thank God today the network has been so good that I will have managed to attend to a live session. Fantastic. Mary Kay says, thank you for the word. It's really encouraging and have learned a lot. God bless you. Knowledge is power. Fantastic. Albert says, be selfish in a good way. All right. Cleopatra says, be futuristic. That's Mogopodi. Okay, fantastic. Mogopodi says, that's a Pese Mogopodi. All right, fantastic. And we have of course Tirelenji Lisa who says, thank you, sir. Powerful insight. Great. Thank you very much. Kunda says, my takeaway is build emotional resilience and to be selfish in a good way. Fantastic. Luyando says, don't let other people's problems inconvenience you. Very important. Don't dwell on the past. Instead, become better and move on. Think about how you can have a better tomorrow. Great. Thank you so much for those. Brian says, when you are going to hold a couples financial workshop, my wife should also learn all these lessons. Fantastic. We'll do that. I'm happy to hear that. Akanyambe Lontia says, my most takeaway is to be selfish. I really need to become one in a good way, of course. Fantastic. You guys are so supportive. There are so many comments. Musismuko Heaven Daniel says, take away failure to determine, right? Aware is fair to manage and grow finances. Fantastic. Of course, thank you so very much, guys, for these takeaways. After everything, you need God's hand. That's Shanghai. Fantastic. So, I'm so happy to have you here. Wilson says, I will be selfish in a good way while I'm building emotional resilience. Thanks. I'm also happy to hear that. Piri Christie says, My takeaway is being aware and futuristic about my finances. Very important. And of course, we have Azelina. Azelina says, my takeaway is be futuristic and build emotional resilience. Never give up. Move on from your past mistakes. Stop blaming yourself of the things you did in the past. That's powerful. And what a way to conclude this amazing session. I'm gonna see you next week Tuesday, same time at 11:05 for another epic session about growth right here on Money FM Radio 93.0 FM, 93.7 FM, and of course on my social media platform, Shadwick Chartered Accountant. So you can follow me on those social media platforms, Shadwick Chartered Accountant, and you can join our WhatsApp group for more financial insights. Victoria says, set the right now. That's my weakness. Fantastic. So, guys, thank you very much. May God bless you. May God fulfill you, and may you find love, peace, and joy. It's bye from now, and see you in our next episode next week, Tuesday, 11:05. Bye bye.